At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Syracuse Orange. Facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To throw, it's Potts. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Orange. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Fowler. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. And those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Rourke. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Minnesota has it back and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it.
All kinds of running room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Minnesota, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They'll try to pop the draw. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here's the handoff. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly and got the big first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
He's got his man. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this one's not working, he'll just throw it away.
It's a safe play call, and it's a good, safe decision, right? You're just rolling him out. This is going to be in the end zone or out of bounds, trusting his quarterback to make the right decision. He does. Sets up 7.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's got it! Touchdown, Orange!
Touchdown, Syracuse.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
In the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse 28, Minnesota 0. Return runs out of bounds.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Loses 2. 3rd down coming up. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Syracuse 28, Minnesota 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man, it's Potts. Wide open downfield. Still running at the 40. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked.
Oh, just steamrolling the defense. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
With jet sweep pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Syracuse. Number 8.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback. Good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it's picked off for the third time today. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Number 88. Catch and score.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back to pass, it's Potts. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Using his feet to buy time. Lets it fly. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Back.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Number 11. Catch in the end zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Takes the easy completion. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside. And he breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on down, go out on the field, and make some stops.
Finds his tight end. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds a man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Ramsey. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Syracuse. Number 15. Octane in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Cuse. And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. On the open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking for a gap. It's Paul. Strong run. Picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That's the end of the third quarter. Minnesota, Syracuse, 63, Minnesota, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Syracuse.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Orange! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Line getting set on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just plowing down the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking to throw, it's Potts. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Give to the back. Low man just plowing ahead. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it shows today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.